MAPPA and the dire state of the anime industry. As enjoyable and peak entertainment that Jujutsu Kaisen is, I feel like we gotta address the elephant in the room when it comes to the newer anime adaptation, especially by MAPPA. This video gets a great explanation. Bro, what they gotta do is, like, here's my thing. Who is in charge of MAPPA? They have to stop taking requests. Like, if a company comes up to them and they be like, hey, I give you a little, you know, a little 5 billion. Can you animate Promise Neverland all over again? Because, you know, they fucked up season 2. So let's start again with season 1, Promise Neverland. Who in the CEO, that motherfucker gotta say no. But then that's the problem. The CEO just takes the money while he's just like, hey, yo, workers. They're all down there like in a freaking basement cellar, like, I haven't seen my family in 8 days. 8 days, oh, megalol. I haven't seen my family in 3 years. Well, guess what? We got a new project, bitch. Promise Neverland. We remaking that shit. Season 1 again. Yeah. See you guys in 8 years. Lock them back up, bro. They gotta go on strike or some shit. Can people in Japan go on strike? Like, the whole MAPPA has to go on strike. Like, they all have to look at each other and be like, bro, we gotta get the fuck out of here. They can't? It's frowned upon? Fuck that shit. Go on strike. Guess what? At this point, they're getting overworked to the point where I'm like, yo, y'all might as well go on strike. What are they gonna do? Kill the best animators in the world? I'm gonna stand out there like, you ain't gonna do shit to me because guess what? We run this shit now. We're the animators. Without us, you can't do shit. It's like, you gotta think about it like that. As workers, you gotta be like, bro, we're the backbone of this foundation. We are the motherfuckers doing this shit. Ain't nobody else gonna do it like us. We the OGs. If we leave right now, guess what? Your whole company crumbles because guess what? We are the vertebrae. We are the bones of MAPPA. Like, how the fuck? Hell no, bro. You said, but it's Japan, though? Bro, but they got to do something because they're, like, in this weird hell right now. It's true. Every new anime that comes out, they're like, give it a MAPPA. They got to stop. The amount of reactions I received made me think that it was a really big scale work, and at the same time, the work fees was not special compared to other works, and in fact, it was sad that the amount... Are these like animators? Like, that's how they gotta think about it. You see what Dilkun said? No animators, no anime. As a CEO, if all my workers come out and they're like, we ain't doing it, we don't give a fuck if it's frowned upon, like, y'all got us fucked up. What they gonna do? I'm gonna arrest all of y'all. Cool, arrest me. Who gonna finish your anime though? You can arrest me. Who gonna finish your shit though? They gonna hire other animators, but guess what? That shit ain't gonna look as good as how the OGs did it. And then when they realize, oh damn, we should have probably gave them an extra day off or something, then that's when they gonna realize, oh, we fucked up. Oh, we fucked up, bro. And then here's my thing. Other animators, I feel like if they hear how bad the working conditions are in that shit, bro, it's gonna make people not want to work for them. The CEO needs to fucking go, bro. At this point, here's my headspace in this. They gotta do something. Because if they keep going in the way that they're going, don't get me wrong, bro, that MAPPA animation, like, yo, when this guy was fighting that shit, they were popping off. But yes, they got to do something. The workers have to do something. I don't care if it's frowned upon. They have to do something. At least try. At least try. You said, don't MAPPA do Attack on Titan? Bro, anything that's like considered as like a crazy good anime and shit that's come out in the recent years, it's them. MAPPA's usually the big heads. The schedule got so bad that it went full circle to having no CAD. Are these like the animators, chat?
Japanese culture basically hardwire their citizens to be workaholics. This is actually part of the reason why birth rate is declining, since a lot of legit have no time to have a jump outside of work. It that bad.
Yo, Yup, they don't got energy to go outside. They don't got no energy to socialize. They don't even have energy to fuck. They don't even have energy to stick the shit in and get a couple pumps through. The second they go home, they're just drop, wake up, rinse, repeat. This shit is getting out of hand, bro. Like, seriously, this is terrible. I feel bad for the workers. You said, bro, I want to read the stuff. It's over. MAPPA. Live reaction of MAPPA exec after dying. Nah. What the fuck is this? MAPPA founders leaving Madhouse because of overwork. MAPPA now overworking their own animators. You have become the very thing you swore to destroy. MAPPA when their animators take 5-minute bathroom breaks. Yo! I do not even follow Jujutsu Kaisen, but watch this just now. I mean, just to see how it is heartbreaking. The episode's quality and range of animation surpasses that. That's what I said! This part right here looked like a fucking movie. The shit went widescreen. Once I saw the bars, I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? Bro, that whole fight in that shit was oh my God. Insane. It's a small joke, or rather an inside joke. The building that will be destroyed in this cut actually exists in Shibuya, but since I couldn't find the floor plan or photos of this interior, I instead demolished MAPPA's magic production floor, which is just the right size. What? I don't give a fuck if Jujutsu Kaisen goes on hiatus. These animators need respect. Selfish people expecting these artists and animators to sacrifice their lives and health. It's not worth it. MAPPA, these are humans, not slaves and robots. True. Animators at MAPPA trying to carry Jujutsu Kaisen to the end line. Yo. Yo, 2 years ago, I said I would never work for MAPPA again. Was the only one who made me reconsider, but this was the last time. We'll see if I get permission to post. What is Genga? Here are some photos I took when I was working on the cut of Mahoraga in the pool. 2 years ago, I said I would never work for MAPPA again. I think it's time to burn MAPPA to the ground. Damn! The outing about Jujutsu Kaisen's production pretty much crashing now is mad concerning. Plus, I'm more so worried about the animator's health. Was looking into it and heard that MAPPA requested a delay because they're literally still animating 2 weeks before these episodes release. But Toho said, nah. It's over for Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. It's over. From episode 18, the production committee denied a break. And a lot of animators are expressing their disappointment for the working conditions in MAPPA. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I know people in the chat keep saying that it's frowned upon to go on strike, but bro, they gotta demand their rights. Fuck, man. Like, why in Japan it gotta be so different, bro? Like, yo, they gotta demand their shit, bro. They deserve it. They fucking deserve it. Like, to say, bro, we need a fucking break. This shit is stupid. Throw your card key in the company trash. Can when you leave your work. Oh, so you can't come back inside. So if they try to let you back in, you just be like, hey, I lost my key card. The MAPPA problem. Wait. What's the new anime that MAPPA got greenlit for? Remember there was like an anime that they were talking about? And then like they got greenlit for that shit and everybody got mad at it? What was it? It wasn't Jujutsu Kaisen because Jujutsu... It was One Punch Man Season 3? Oh, they're doing the Chainsaw Man movie too? I forgot. They doing the Chainsaw Man movie?
Do you watch Jujutsu Kaisen?
Maybe.
I sure do. It's absolutely one of the best anime out there right now. It's like watching it, every episode feels like a movie. You got crazy, incredible fights, you got killer dialogue, you've got people making like 1 hour long Gojo heavy breathing compilations. What more could you ask for? Well, there's surprisingly a lot, but it's not related to...
There's no way that, no. I'm actually gonna search that shit up. What the fuck? I don't even want to read the comments, bro. I don't want to read the comments, bro.
I wonder who's weirder, Gojo fangirls or Makima fanboys.
Bro, they DJ Khaled down there on some... Yo, they like... Yo! Bro! We making out of Shibuya with this one. The way his breathing got me clenched my legs together is crazy. Yo! Seek help, please. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, this girl's out here like, oh my god, my pussy's so wet. Oh shit, it's like a faucet. Damn!
To the show itself. It's not related to the end result. More so, it's about how that end result came to be. The issue lies in the production of the show. So, what is happening and why am I highlighting Jujutsu Kaisen? Is that how you say Jujutsu Kaisen? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. I don't know.
Isn't it just Jujutsu Kaisen? Right? Jujutsu Kaisen?
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen.
MAPPA's scheduling plans for Jujutsu Kaisen are crazy inefficient. And
You see? That's how you're saying it. You're saying it weird. It's Jujutsu Kaisen. But you're saying Jujutsu Kaisen. You're putting too much emphasis on the sen. It's just Jujutsu Kaisen. But he says Jujutsu Kaisen.
It's not like I have their schedules and like their friggin' leaked plans right in front of me.
Oh. Liar!
But I do know that anime production in Japan can be very stressful, very brutal. People can be overworked all the time. And what makes it very obvious that this is a thing that is happening is because of social media reaction from people that worked on the show once an episode drops. MAPPA has made animators work days before episode release, and animation is drawing, you know?
Yo, this shit right here. Oh my god, bro, this is
It's like every frame is a drawing, or like if it's like 8 frames per second, every frame of that 8 frames per second shot is a drawing. And so you still have to
yo, I'm telling you, these fuckers, yo, not actual fuckers, excuse me. These dudes and gals, because I know there's some gals in there, their hands, I love the way they draw hands, bro. Like, I don't know what it is with, oh my god. Oh no, my nails, bro. Guys, I can't keep watching this show, bro. Something's gonna happen to me, bro. Archer's Dank, shut up. Archer's Dank is your fault, bro. Archer's Dank is your fault, bro. It's your fault, Archer's Dank. It's 100% Archer's Dank's fault, bro. Chat, I'm gonna paint them purple, bro. I'm getting zesty. You're gonna see me the next day just with a whole bunch of marks in my face, and then I'm gonna freaking legit like not shower. I'm gonna have my armpits gonna be stanking. I'm gonna make sure I get swamp ass on purpose just so I can stank. Oh.
take into account coloring, editing, compositing. Like there's so much that they still have to do even when a shot gets fully animated. And MAPPA has outsourced to so many new and foreign animators, and these are accounts.
I want to see that animation again with Krakatawa. When Krakatawa... Motherfucker. When Krakatawa was doing the freaking... Yo, that animation, you know what? Now looking at this animation, I appreciate the animation that I used to shit on in Naruto when Pain looked stretchy as fuck. Remember when Pain was like, yeah, then like, the stretchy? I used to shit on that animation. Now I think back on it and I'm like, nah, they were fucking cooking with it. Because the reason why they made it look that way is to emphasize how much impact and power like he was doing in that scene. So now when I think back on that animation from from that pain shit, that shit was fire now that I think back on it. It was insane.
So you can find just on social media. It's just been a news fest on Twitter.
They were cooking with that.
Twitter, that's all I'll ever call it. And we start to see terms that I've personally never seen before. Like there's emergency Genga and emergency Sakan. Sakan is short for Sakuga Kantoku, which translates to animation director, which is also known as a chief animation director or CAD. So yes, that's how cuts are described. Emergency directors. It's crazy. That's like if you... Imagine if that happened to a Marvel movie, they would not hear the flipping end of it. If they had an emergency director drop in, oh my god. People were doing cuts the day before release, animation cuts.
I worked on these cuts until yesterday, November 17th. I wished I was faster and could have done a better job. Thank you for the kind messages.
The day before release, again, you still have to think about everything past the animation.
Wait, that was from the day before release? You still gotta color the shit in. Audio editing, composition, background art, sequencing. Oh my, there's no fucking way. How did they get this done? Nah, there's no way.
That's wild. And I remember the day all this news came out. It was building. And it finally tipped over. And then it's just the floodgates opened. Everyone on social media was like, "Hey guys, so literally we were like dying."
I think it's great that I didn't waver in my belief that I risked my life to create an anime and I don't regret it. However, since I have been found to be at risk for heart failure, I'm thinking of refraining from caffeine and staying up all night. No way.
Making this episode, this was brutal.
Bro, they got an IV bag?
I'm so tired.
I was really disappointed. This isn't fun anymore, I wonder.
And some people were like, I'm not even proud of what I animated. And you see the reactions from fans and they go like, "Oh, this Jujutsu Kaisen episode was flipping amazing." And then they read everything that happened that day and they're like, "Oh, this episode of Jujutsu Kaisen is amazing, but also frick MAPPA." And that's a genuinely valid response to have.
Damn, bro.
As we know, as we all should know at least, animation is, hard.
Yes, it is.
Animation is an already democratized process, where every single step in the process of creating a shot is done by multiple people. Animation directors do storyboards and layouts. Key animators, also known as Genga animators, do the rough animation. And then the main keyframed animation. In-betweeners, who are the lowest in the hierarchy of animators, do all of the in-between frames, unless the Genga artist decides to animate the whole shot by themselves.
Hello everybody, this is the editor just quickly jumping in to interrupt Mauricio and add a little part about animation directors that he forgot to mention. Also, if you already don't like me, I am so sorry because I'm going to be popping up throughout the rest of the video, so sorry.
Nah, you gotta own up to it, girl. You gotta be like, I'm gonna be popping up in the rest of this video. So if you don't like it, suck my dick. Anyway, let's continue. Go crazy.
Directors and storyboarders do the storyboards, and layout artists, alongside the animation and episode director's supervision, create the layouts. Animation directors are mainly responsible for correcting the Genga, otherwise known as the keyframed animation. This is to make sure that all of the cuts in the anime look consistently on model and that the motion is up to par. You can 100% find other sources, sites, blogs that have far more detailed information than I'm currently giving you. I'll have some recommendations for you throughout the video, but we'll get there when we get there. At least other shows have concrete animation directors for their episodes, unlike Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2.
Get these animators to watch Zom 100 and MAPPA's turnover rate gonna skyrocket.
Just do it. It's not.
You said get these animators to watch Zom 100 and MAPPA's turnover rate is gonna skyrocket? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Oh, you mean that if they watch the show, the turnover rate, they're gonna be like, fuck this, I'm gonna quit and live my life. I don't know why. I thought differently of what you said. I don't know why I took it as, when you said that, I thought of something different.
It's not gonna stop.
Then that moves on to colorers, we got background artists working on that too, and then it has to be composited together. Every single step in the process is hard and arduous, and a bunch of people have to collaborate, corroborate, work together to make sure that everything is looking as good as possible. Like I'm creating my own indie animated series, Interstellar Ranger Commence. I've had to dip my toes into the animation process and pipeline, and I apply my minimal 2D pipeline knowledge, but extensive 3D pipeline knowledge to allow the show to run smoothly. But it's a small indie thing, you know, it doesn't scrape... the bar of like massive anime productions. And as it is, it's still pretty damn difficult despite it being a unique, relaxed process of what industry animators do. Animators look for that banger, sexy
Prime. Huh? Thank you, David.
perfect quality in every shot and intricate detail in every movement and shadow. Trust me, certain anime fans will go insane online if a shot isn't like 110% the greatest thing they've ever seen.
Bro, and I hate those motherfuckers. They were the same motherfuckers that in Attack on Titan, every time it was like a 1-frame shot of fucking CGI Burt Holt doing this, they were like, oh, this episode was terrible. Why? Oh, did you see that CGI in that 2-second frame out of the whole 22-minute episode? I'm about to throw up. I can't believe that MAPPA even did this shit. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, man, I think the episode was amazing. Bro, I hate it when people are like that, bro. Like if it's some like 2-second shit, like I never understood that shit. Like the CG in Attack on Titan for me was never as bad as I feel like people on Twitter made it out to be. Like they literally showed it for a little bit and then they like continued it and did like a bunch of other shit. I was like, man, this shit is fine. Like I don't think it's bad. Nah, bro, but it'd be like 2-second shit where people just start bitching. Wait, what?
Greatest thing they've ever seen.
Am I the only one that feels like we totally got robbed on adapting the manga panel versus the anime? I saw the anime and all I could say was yikes. Bro, this was fine. You're just horny, bro. You just wanted to see Gojo's mouth open and shit, you nasty. Not gonna lie, the whole I Alone and the Honored One scene with Gojo was so disappointing in the anime. He says the way they framed the scene differed from the manga, which in my opinion was an iconic panel. The hype just wasn't there for me. What do you mean? I thought it was fine. Yo, you know what they should do, bro? And look, it's look, JoJo profile picture. If you don't get the fuck JoJo Andy. Ooh. Okay, let me continue. What's that, Luffy?
10%, the greatest.
It's just so, I don't know, bland, boring compared to the manga. I'm not gonna lie, I love the manga. The anime was not that bad, bro. Like, it's like you gotta remember, bro, manga and then an anime adaptation are two different things. It's like they wanted to see her twitching like that bad, because I see all the little shudders, right? Like the little twitches. Like, how does this turn into this? Bro, it's the exact same image. What the fuck you want? It's the same motherfucker.
And I've noticed a lot of non-anime shows, specifically in the West, as that's where I reside and that's what I consume, use certain shortcuts and more simple looks to prevent certain...
His mouth is closed? Like, what the fuck you want?
...consuming labor. Sort of like how anime style can get away with like a lower frame rate sometimes. It plays with 8 frames per second, 10 frames per second. A lot of shows, instead of animating tiny little details or having characters wear complex clothing, just keep it simple. But anime doesn't have certain luxuries that those shows have. And I don't know if y'all know this, but anime production, the majority of studios still animate using paper. Yeah, paper. Like...
Yup, like drawn on paper.
Not toilet paper. That was messed up. That's like a flipped up comparison. Not that paper. I don't have paper on me. I have my sketchbook. Hold on. They animate on this paper. Animation is democratized already. What certain anime fans consider to look bad or worse than the source material are shots that take hours, days, weeks to fully complete in a pipeline that already abuses time schedules and overworks their animators. Okay, let's rewind time a little bit. Let's go back to MAPPA. Let's talk about Masao Maruyama. He originally worked as a producer for Madhouse, who created works like Trigun, Paprika. Is it Paprika? No, it's Paprika, right? Yeah. Death Note. Heck, even the first season of One Punch Man.
Yo, season 1, One Punch Man. That fight scene when that motherfucker was on the spaceship. Yo, that shit was goofy. That shit went stupid, bro. I can still vividly remember that shit because I was watching that when I was at the gym working out and I was like, what the fuck, bro? They went insane in that part.
Maruyama left Madhouse to create MAPPA because of the corporate pressure and restriction.
That's what they mean by that. He left Madhouse because the working conditions sucked, and then he made MAPPA, and he just basically became his own enemy. He became what he hated.
That it slowly started to grow. However, in 2016, Maruyama left again, this time MAPPA. Because guess what? The same exact shit was happening to MAPPA as well. And so he gave the studio to a guy called Manabu Otsuka. Now, Manabu Otsuka is, in my opinion, a little crazy. Up until 2016, MAPPA had been creating titles to pretty good success. That is, until Yuri on Ice came out. Yuri on Ice released, it was an international success, even in Japan, which was odd because the show handles LGBTQ themes pretty blatantly. That's not a factor you always see contributing to an anime success.
Oh my goodness. How many episodes? How many episodes, chat? Kawaii Des? It was in the Crunchy Award sweep?
Yes, so of course this was, revered and rightfully praised by the world, essentially. And so then MAPPA became a more recognizable studio to everyone. However, MAPPA quickly started to nosedive into what we know now as the standard of their conditions. And Manabu, quite frankly, decided to make some pretty whack financial choices for the studio. And now, MAPPA is kind of worse than Madhouse ever was. Actually, scratch that, reverse it. That's debatable, and you'll see why in a second. Well, not a second, in a couple minutes, but keep watching the video. Manabu Otsuka made a statement recently on wanting to create works on par with KyoAni and Ufotable in both shorter time and higher quality, and that's just unrealistic with how things are running. KyoAni, Dragon Maid, for example, just a show they've made.
Oh, Dragon Maid had a couple of dope fighting scenes, bruh. I don't know how I was feeling watching Dragon Maid, but hey, it was kind of nice. I remember some of them shits.
Silent Voice. That's
Silent Voice. Oh my God, I don't care. I'm still gonna say that shit. That bitch with the black hair at the end of the movie, I'ma beat her ass still. I don't give a fuck, bro. She tried to join the party like she was cool with everybody. Fuck that bitch. Throw that bitch in the bathroom. Give her a swirly. Fuck that bitch.
It's Kyoto Animation. It is, right? Oh my God. It is, I'm not insane. KyoAni has some of the better work-life quality in Japan for anime production. Also, KyoAni releases like one anime a year compared to 6 to 8 that MAPPA pumps.
That's the thing with MAPPA. MAPPA, in my opinion, has to lower the amount of work that they're doing every year. Take 3 anime a year. Just 3. There's no reason you gotta take so fucking many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 big-ass projects in a year. Like, I feel like the sweet spot is 3. Just take 3. Yo, doesn't people talk so highly about Vinland Saga? That's another shit I gotta get into in the future. But bro, they gotta shorten the amount of work that they're doing. I feel like their workload is just too much. They gotta have like 3 projects. And I feel like personally, if they did 3 projects a year, do you know how good the quality would be? Just because at least the animators get to sleep. The animators get to see their family. The animators get at least to go off and relax. Right now, they're literally working off of straight caffeine, adrenaline, and crunch time, and it's bullshit.
Out, and you always hear production issues with these MAPPA anime. And you start to see a pattern emerge, a cycle. It happens almost yearly with anime fans. We hear about the terrible conditions in these studios, and then people are like, oh, that sucks, that blows. But then they keep pumping out bangers and bangers, and then people are like, you know what, that's flipping peak, and they forget until it happens again. And it's like a cycle, a cycle, a cycle. Anyways, I get upset about that. I get upset about animators getting shit on by the company, then they post their work, and then on Twitter they get shit on by the fans. It sucks, okay? Like, you hear Attack on Titan ends, and everyone's like, thank you, MAPPA, and it's like, I get it, but maybe let's say thank you to the animators instead, not this company.
True. That's what I'm gonna start doing too. Oh, now I remember. That's why chat be coming at me whenever when we watched the shit and I was like, yo, MAPPA's cooking. Chat was like, fuck you, Retro. MAPPA's not cooking. It's the animators. And then I was like, but isn't the animators MAPPA? But now I understand.
I heavily recommend Vinland Saga. There's Peak, then there's Vinland Saga. Hop on that, you'll experience greatness.
Nah, I'm gonna have to get on that. I still gotta start like season 1. I haven't even touched that shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. I've been watching more Yu Yu Hakusho. Yo, Hiei is kind of badass. Bro, they were fighting that giant cat in that tower, and then freaking Kuwabara had the sword, and he was like, come here, you big old cat. And then the fucking cat started eating the shit, and then the cat got fat, and then the cat fell off the shit. Kuwabara beat him. Bitch comes back, they go inside. The cat is inside of a giant ass like lava shit. Yo, fire. They started fucking him up.
To an anime,
the creator of Hunter x Hunter made Yu Yu Hakusho. That's why Yu Yu Hakusho is peak for me right now.
Who reached out on Twitter, Jujutsu Kaisen 0 took 4 months to animate. And if that information is inaccurate,
I think somebody told me that once. The movie? They animated Jujutsu Kaisen 0, the movie? That dope-ass movie? In 4 months? Doesn't it take like at least a year or 2 to animate a film? 4 months?
There's still historical proof that MAPPA has been crunching their animators. Like, for example, Attack on Titan. According to CBR, which I think is Comic Book Read. Put Comic Book Read also in the website. Guys, I don't know what website I'm going to. In this article by Michael Lacerna, it says that in a now deleted tweet that was originally posted on February 7th, episode director and animator Teruyuki Omine stated, I went home for the first time in 3 days, implying that he had been at the office working for 3 days straight. 72 hours. But what's wild is that this is normalized in Japan. This is just a thing that happens. And this is where I want to shift from critiquing MAPPA to just critiquing the entire anime industry because it's brutal out there. Firstly, keep in mind that animators are paid almost nothing. Scraps. Remember when I mentioned in between—
Bro, but how? How is this system so fucked and corrupt where animators don't get paid? Like, do you know the amount of skill it takes to do this shit? Not anybody could just do this shit. Welcome to Japan. And then you know what scares me even more? We're getting in this age of fucking AI where I feel like, motherfuckers, I'm telling you, just give it a couple more years, bro. AI is going to get to the point where anime now is not even going to be made by animators. It's going to be made by just robots. Literally, artificial intelligence is just going to animate shit. And then, because you know what's funny? I've been seeing the latest AI photos come out now. They perfected hands. They perfected hands. And I even said that shit. Remember when AI came out the first time? I was like, bro, when they start perfecting hands, it's GG's. I'm already seeing the newest AI pictures come out. The hands look great. They're starting to perfect hands, bro. In 2030, I'm going to lose to some computer. Bro, that's going to be bullshit. You said 2030? Buddy, 2025, bro. I think 2025, because the way that AI is developing because, bro, we're in trouble. We're in trouble, bro.
Between animators earlier? Okay, we're bringing that back. According to Vox, in-between animators earn around 200 yen per drawing. That's less than $2.
Nah. Hold up. Animators, hold on. Animators, hold on. Come to Twitter, and you might as well be a NSFW artist and open commissions. I'ma be honest, bro. Bro, you might as well, bro. I'ma be honest. The amount of money you will make if you just come on Twitter and draw some top quality NSFW and just be like, hey, commissions open. Any character you want, let me know. Whatever position you want, let me know. I got you. 200 a pop. You will get paid. You say you might be in a contract? Bro, I wish I could tell these dudes, bro. I'd be like, yo, just quit this shit. Go to Twitter, bro. You draw some top quality NSFW. You draw me some juicy, voluptuous mounds and some juicy caboosey. Bro, it's donezo. You can make bank off that shit. Bank. You can make bank. You said it's always NSFW or retro. You know what? Let's change it. Draw regular commissions. Be like, bro, what do you want me to draw you? Regular commissions. You could charge people $200+ for like a full art piece with color if you want to. Bro, I've seen furry artists. Bro, I've seen furry artists make bank. They'd be like, hey, you want a profile picture of just your favorite furry character, OC, just his face? $100. You want it colored? $200. You want the head and just the top of the torso? $300+. Colored? $400. You want a full size OC art of your character the way that you want them to be made? $1,000. Bro, honestly, if they went on Twitter and just opened commissions and they were like well known and they post this shit, dude. People pay $600 for a 5-second animation. That's what I'm saying too. Me, bro, that's something like I've always low-key been like you see Maximilian dude's opening. I've always loved his opening. I'm like, bro, his opening is fucking fire. It has him in it, a bunch of cool Capcom characters in it. In my opinion, just me looking at Maximilian dude's intro, in my head, I'm like, I know damn well he spent probably over $2,000 on that shit. And that intro's not even that long.
So you mean to tell me if I become a furry artist and draw some sexy Pokemon, I'll be a rich nigga?
Yup. I've seen it. Yup. Draw Gardevoir with some big old titties wearing some fucking fishnet leggings. Bank. Draw Lopunny. I don't know, man, with a G-string. Make her look sexy like that one like that one YouTube channel, what's it called? Drunk Oak? Where somebody kept sending me videos of Drunk Oak and then they had like these sexy ass Pokemon. They made freaking Flareon sexy, Gardevoir sexy, Mewtwo sexy. Bro, GG's, bro. Your bank account gonna be green. You know why? Because there's a market for that on Twitter. There is a market for that. I've seen people into the weirdest shit. Vor. I still don't know how people are into Vor. Like they have characters with giant stomachs and then he sees the handprints like, ugh. I'm like, what the fuck is this? People commission people for that shit. What? There's a market for everything on the internet, bro. If you're horny enough and you can draw good and you can make a character look sexy, you will get paid for that shit, bro.
This wouldn't be
honestly, these animators, bro, in my honest opinion, if they're really good artists, bro, they will make so much money just off of Twitter alone.
Big deal if they could draw like 200 drawings a day, but a drawing takes like about a little more than an hour sometimes. So
you see 200 drawings a day. Now think about that. 200 drawings a day. And you see, look, hold up. Where the fuck my phone at? 200 drawings a day, right? That some animators could do. Oh shit, my phone died. Well, I hope nobody was calling me. Fuck. My phone was dead. Now calculate that, right? Somebody do the calculations. 200 pieces of art a day. Now imagine if the person just wanted to be nice and be like, I'm not going to charge that much. $30 each piece of art. 200 times 30. How much money is that? You said 200 times 100? 3,600. Bro, now imagine if instead $30, they charged 100 for each piece of the art, or maybe $50. $50 for a piece of art. Bro, you making bank, bruh. And if you're good at drawing, you making bank, bruh.
Hi, me again. Since we're on the topic of statistics for the anime industry, I want to direct your attention
6K?
to this Twitter account, @YuYuCow, who is the main writer and admin for Sakuga blog. Over on both their account and the site, they release lots of information about the industry, and more recently, the yearly report from Janica, which...
And then mind you, you don't even have to do 200 art a day. You could literally do probably like, if you just want to be like, whatever, do like, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 pieces. I don't know. But if they're like OCs, I understand. But usually anytime an artist does OC, you could charge more because it's an original character. It's not a character that's known. It's your character. If I'm bringing your character to life, I don't give a fuck. I'm charging you OD if you want me to bring your character to life.
I'm probably butchering the name of, which runs surveys for people currently working in anime, and has tons of info on the labor reality of the industry. I forgot to mention, they also run Sakuga Boru, which is literally the site I use to get most of the clips I show off in this video. You know, you get the point. That's all I wanted to say, but definitely check it out. It's incredibly informative, and their team's efforts for the blog are much appreciated. Okay, back to the video.
Now, the Japanese Animation Creators Association created a survey of the average incomes of workers in the industry. This is from 2015, okay? But you have in-between staff getting paid less than $1,000 monthly, with around $10,000 yearly. Even an anime...
$10,000 yearly? I'm telling you, quit that shit and go to Twitter. You're gonna be making $10,000 a week. What?
Animation director with an average age of 38 years old earns an average of $35,445 yearly.
That's disrespectful.
And when I say dollars, I don't mean yen by accident. No, this has already been converted. They get paid that much. And an average animator's income, you will always see this online. The average is usually around $25,000 yearly. When MAPPA was hiring more animators for Chainsaw Man, remember Chainsaw Man? They promised a monthly pay of $2,100 a month, which by anime standards is a pretty big amount of money as a starting salary, being an even higher pay than KyoAni and Studio Ghibli. They spent all this money on a fancy office specifically for that show, but to me it feels like they did all this to entice new and excited animators to then just pump them into the machine of anime creation. Now remember this opinion I have, one that many people share. The machine of anime creation. Now remember this opinion I have.
Oh my God. You're reminded that if you hire teams of young, it's not their failing of it becomes impossibly.
Many people share. It'll come back later. And this situation affects animators in more ways than one.
Bro, and then that made me sad when I heard Japan was shitting on the Chainsaw Man shit. I didn't think the Chainsaw Man animation was bad. I didn't think it was bad, bro. I don't care. I'm standing on that hill. I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was great.
Here's our artists, true artists that create out of passion, and that's why even me, I would be like, okay, yeah, overtime, sure, yeah, I'll do that just to make sure that my work comes out great. I'll work one day a little extra. The issue arises when overtime is like every single day, and when these artists are just not rewarded for it. These anime animators, they are hardworking. They want to see their work pay off, but despite how much freaking work they have and how much they grind, sometimes they don't even get to see that payoff. They don't have the time to create work they're proud of, and they don't have the time nor the health to be happy when episodes are released with unfinished work. The animators for this episode in particular, despite these conditions, did such an incredible job with some of the best animation we've seen this year in anime, but you can't really celebrate it in its entirety when the people behind it really had to struggle and push through because the show is so badly managed. And work culture in Japan is very rough. It's something you always see, people sleeping inside studios, they don't see their families too often. This isn't just anime. This is like work in Japan, by the way. There's an anime called Zom 100 which highlights this. It's about this worker who is...
Yo, imagine if Zom 100, unironically enough, becomes as bad as MAPPA. But then I feel like, is this why they went on a small hiatus? Because they were taking a break and they were like working on the anime? Is that why? Like, what was the reason for their hiatus? You said probably? You said, does he know? What do you mean, does he know? No way. What do you mean? They couldn't keep up with the schedule. Oh my God, bro. It's a never-ending loop. The whole show was based off how corrupt the system is, and then they had to go on hiatus because they were overworked, just like in... Bro, the irony is insane. Oh my goodness.
Just brutalized month after month in this terrible company until finally when a zombie...
Bro, this anime was the catalyst for me quitting that shitty job that I had in the summertime, bro. I felt like this. This anime spoke to my fucking soul.
The apocalypse happens, he's like, oh, now I'm free. Which is so funny because he was actually more constricted in this work environment compared to a zombie apocalypse where everything's gone to shit. It's a brilliant story. It's great. It's ironic that that show is having production issues, so it had to be delayed.
That's insane. I didn't know that was the issue. Does he know for real?
The show went on hiatus in September 26th, and it'll return on December 25th. Christmas! Yeah! Oh, shit! Jingle bells, jingle...
Tomorrow! In 10 minutes!
And you constantly hear about animators being overworked, and sometimes they straight up just die. As reported by Anime News Network, which is a great site by the way, a Madhouse employee, you know, the studio that produced shows like Frieren and Overlord, an employee straight up passed out in the middle of the road. He was overworked and just knocked the hell out. And dude, do you want to know how much he worked? Guess. You're not gonna guess it. He worked 393 hours in 1 month.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Does he got OT? He better get OT.
Ah, dude. Okay, hold on. Let me check that. How many hours in a month? There's 730 hours in a month. Dude spent 730. Oh my God, hold on. 730 divided by 2. He worked... More than half his month was work. He was just work.
And that doesn't even include, you got to think about it. That doesn't include sleep. That doesn't include like him taking a shower. That's just work. That's insane.
Oh, what? Dude, what? Bro. He spent more than half the month working there. He was working on a show where the storyboards were finished like a month before it was supposed to broadcast. So they had to compact a 3-month production schedule into 1 month. How does that even happen, dude? During the time he would sleep at the studio for days, only going home to have showers. Bro had possibly racked up 3 million yen of unpaid overtime, but Madhouse isn't gonna fucking pay that. They have a cap.
Oh, hell no. You better pay me. You better pay me. You better pay me. Oh, nah, Retro, there's a cap. You better pay me. Retro, there's a cap. Yo, you better pay me, bro. You better pay me, bro. Bro, you better pay me. Retro, there's a cap. All right, hold up. All right, hold up, bro. Hold up. Yo, you better pay me. Yo, what you doing with that grenade? You better pay me, bruh. You better pay me. My hands is holding on to this grenade. Bro, ain't no way.
For how much they pay their people. So the guy had to commence a collective bargaining process to attempt to get the money he's owed, along with an apology from the studio.
Man, fuck your apology. Give me my money. I thought I had the audio. Somebody bring me my money. Well. I would have been like, bitch, you better give me my money.
Oh my god, oh right. And the dude, he went back to work the day after he
went back to... Come on, man. Nah. He went back to work?
Collapsed. Dead ass. They told him to stay home. But like, at that rate, like, you feel like you have a responsibility to this work that you're working on. It's like your project too. So he went back to finish it the day after. Bro. And this employee worries that he may have lost his chance to ever get promoted, but he cares more about speaking about this publicly and openly and saying, hey, I don't think this is good. I don't think studios should be doing this. The reason why he really wanted to just bring this out in the open is because in 2010, a production assistant working for A1 Pictures was overworked so hard, he became depressed and committed suicide. Damn. He doesn't want that to be the norm. I don't think any sane person should want that to be the norm. The A1 Pictures...
And then the worst part about this is, like, if you realistically think about it, it's fucked up because... Right? People would get work to the point where they end up, you know, right? Getting rid of their own lives. And what's fucked up about these corporations is they'd be like, damn, that's sad. All right, man, send out some applications because we got to get another person in here. That's why I say at the end of the day, these corporations, realistically, they don't give a fuck about you. They just need you to get the job done and keep it pushing. That's why I say a lot of the time, if you ever feel like you're in a scenario where you're overworked, you're not getting appreciated, you're tired, you're exhausted. If you gotta take the time off, take the time off. If you gotta quit, hey, it is what it is. You gotta quit. Why? Because nobody, I mean, not nobody, but the corporation in a whole doesn't give a fuck about you.
Guy worked 600 hours in a month, dude? There's only 730 hours in a month. Does the 600 account for sleep? If the 600 doesn't account for sleep, that's insane. Hold on. If 600... doesn't account for sleep, 730 minus 600. If this is the time for sleep then, because 600 hours you're awake working. If 600 hours you're awake working, the 130 hours left is what you have to sleep. Divide that by 30, which is like the average days in a month. That's a little more than 4 hours. That's not 5 hours. That's like a few minutes more. I'm getting a headache just from freaking thinking about that, man. Holy shit, dude. The lawyer for the staff member that passed stated, harsh working conditions surrounding animation workers have been a big problem for a while now. The government encourages animation businesses to present an image of a cool Japan. It's unforgivable to export the products of sweatshops. What's indispensable to the anime industry is a decent working environment. He's correct. And to me, in my opinion, this reminds me of what MAPPA did to entice new animators to jump aboard their ship. Hey, look at these pretty offices for you to work at. We've got improved pay.
Damn, bro, that's how they get you. Hey, man, come in. Yo, what's your name, Jim? Yo, nice to meet you, Jim. Yo, we got a new desk for you. Bro, we got Wi-Fi, all that type of shit. Yo, all right, so I'm gonna start you off with this first panel. All right, you gotta get a, you know, right now we're gonna start with the anime intro, all right? Just get it started here, and then once you guys get that finished up, we're gonna get episode 1. I bet. Yo, after that, they're like, all right, you finish episode 1? All right, man, bring the rest of the papers. All right, you gotta animate this whole season. You got 2 hours, bitch. But 2 hours! Animate all this shit now! And guess what? You can't quit. You know why? Because you're under a contract, bitch. Wanna see your family? You can't. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh my God, I could just imagine just like the 180 switch of just them being like, you're done. You're stuck here. Work your ass off now.
But those niceties don't excuse poor management, which leads to the situation we're in now. Anime director Daiki Nishimura on Twitter said that A1 Pictures is not at fault. The current state of the entire business world, that includes A1 Pictures, is at fault. And yes, that is very true. You're right that the entire business world, including A1, is at fault, but yeah, it includes A1. A1 is at fault.
That's crazy that they tried to not take blame. That's crazy. Hey, it's not our fault that he overworked himself. It's everybody's fault. No, bitch, he works for you. It's your fault. The deflection. Dude was trying to deflect.
The Madhouse employee that collapsed, from earlier, stated that people have been asking me if I'm trying to destroy Madhouse, but that's not what I want to do. I just want working conditions to improve.
Okay then, so if you want working conditions to improve, 1, give your employees more breaks. 2, you got to think about it like this. If you're going to try to run a business, people have to be happy to be working for the business. People have to be well rested to be working in a business. People have to be nourished when they're working in a business. If you got motherfuckers working like slaves, it's only a matter of time before they either check out, like from working here in real life because of, unfortunate circumstances as in them taking their own lives or them quitting. It's like they got to see like there's a constant pattern here of, bro, this is not good. And yes, that's another thing MAPPA has to do. They got to stop taking so many projects. Keep it to a minimum of like, in my opinion, 3. Bro, I don't know like how many like different work groups they have, but 4 maximum if anything. But you know what? Just to like make everything fine, and I feel like just to start up again, they're going to have to start with at least 2 to 3 maximum, in my opinion, because the way that these guys are getting overworked is stupid. Oh shit, it's Christmas, chat. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Rest in peace, yeah. A1 staff member, for real.
And that's what I think I'm trying to get at with this video. I'm critiquing MAPPA because they're the ones that are causing a lot of shit recently, but I don't want to just critique MAPPA, I want to critique the entire industry. Because I don't want people killing themselves, slaving away over an animated show. I want artists to be happy with their finished work. I want their finished work to look the way they want it to look. You have people that worked on JJK episodes going, oh yeah, did you like the episode? Great. Yeah, that's like partly done. It's not even our complete vision. And Manabu Otsuka, the MAPPA guy,
that wasn't even their complete vision? And that shit was amazing. Wait, they said that was 30%? What? So you telling me if they had that shit completed? Oh my god, now I'm so mad. Oh my god, it was so good and that was only 30%? Bro, I want to see that shit finished now. Yo, this shit finished would have been insane, but even so, regardless, this 30% was still like the best 30% I've ever seen in my life. Oh, man.
Partly done. It's not even our complete vision. And Manabu Otsuka, the MAPPA guy, casting a net with multiple popular IPs and doing them all as soon as possible, taking show after show with movies thrown in there, like, that's not gonna help. All it does is...
That's the thing. I feel like MAPPA is also in this thing where they want to rush and be the first to get everything, and then they want to finish everything first so they could be like, hey, look at me, we're finishing shit so fast. Like, they just want shit to be fast and finished. And then I'm like, bro, it's not a race. It's like quality over quantity. And also, like, give them breaks. Like, they're trying to, like, take a bunch of quantity, say fuck it to the quality, and then they're just like, let's just keep on making more shit and just do shit quick. Bro, they gotta stop. You said we still watching this movie? This is a movie, yeah.
Create a toxic work environment where animators are overworked, underpaid, and sometimes projects just flop. For Chainsaw Man, MAPPA invested all their production costs to create it. With most anime productions, they're funded by multiple companies that are known as a production committee. So it was a bad idea to just do this out of pocket. According to Otsuka, despite that investment being a success, it didn't have the same impact as Jujutsu Kaisen, which was made right before Chainsaw Man. And Blu-ray sales for Chainsaw Man were not that great. Straight up, it's documented some fans...
Oh, is that why Chainsaw Man was like, bro, tell me not. I feel like even the manga with Chainsaw Man, every time I looked on the internet, they're like, yo, we selling all the manga for Chainsaw Man. Cheap. Dirt cheap, bro. it was like, yo, you want 13 volumes, 50 bucks. I'm like, huh? Bro. I don't know. I feel like in terms of Chainsaw Man, like their stuff was cheap. Like everything was sold at like discounted prices, like as if they were trying to make up money for some type of loss. Yo, that's insane.
Fans in Japan, they just did not like the show, which to me is crazy.
That's crazy.
That show is beautiful. So it contributes to like lower sales. And it sucks, man. And just think about all the money they spent. Like they have different EDs.
That's the part in my head that kind of confused me. The different EDs, the endings were insane. Why were there so many good and all the different EDs were amazing? I don't know, bruh.
EDs are different, but also they're all different songs? That's so much.
Yes, that's so much money. That's what I literally said. I literally said when I saw all the different EDs that I feel like a lot of their production cost went into that. I'm like, bro, there's no reason to have so much different endings. Don't get me wrong. I thought they all looked amazing, but I feel like there was no reason to have so many different endings and then so many different songs. What the fuck?
Money? But now Manabu wants to make up for that slack. Like I stated earlier, he wants to surpass KyoAni and Ufotable in this race to be the best. And in the process, the workers at MAPPA are just getting overworked.
Now, you might be wondering, is there a way we can support these animators? Well, even though it doesn't directly contribute to the industry itself, this account, @AnimatorSupport, runs an organization where people can help support animators to improve their working environments. Here are some quotes from the site. Because animators, and new animators in particular, have such a hard time making ends meet, we open the Animator Dormitory, a dormitory where animators can live for less than $250 per month, including rent, utilities, and internet. At the dormitory, we also offer art workshops taught by veteran animators, where our residents can network with and gain knowledge from individuals outside of their place of work. For our first music video called Back to You, we were able to pay our animators double the industry standard on average, ranging up to quadruple the industry standard on some occasions.
That's
they
crazy.
also post videos on their YouTube channel, where animators themselves sometimes make appearances to sit down and chat about the happenings of the anime industry. This video here was one I found super interesting and very entertaining, and these two were so charming to watch and gave some useful insight into how animators perceive these situations and what the inner workings of anime production are really like. Go and check out these guys and chip in if you can to help animators get the support they need.
That's nice.
Honestly, if they do just want to get their money back so desperately, just release Ice Adolescence. You know Ice Adolescence, the Yuri on Ice movie?
Fabrinsky says, stop watching from pirate sites. I ain't even gonna hold you. I actually pay for Crunchyroll, bro. I know you didn't say it to me, but I pay for Crunchyroll. Does Crunchyroll support the animators, though? Does Crunchyroll support the animators? You said no, they don't? So who the fuck do I pay? What website? You said kinda not really. So what anime streaming website should I even pay for that would help support the animators per se? Nobody? Come on, man, don't say that. Sony owns Crunchyroll? But then where am I gonna watch Yu Yu Hakusho? Look at the boys, look at the boys! Hey! Jump a friend! Okay, I'm sorry, bro. Man. Come on, man.
Yeah, so Yuri on...
You said give your money to Sony? Damn, bro. I wish there was like an actual anime streaming website that like you could subscribe to, that like you could watch your anime and then it could support the animators, because then that'd be great.
Nice has had a movie in the works for years.
Stop distracting me with this bot from my childhood.
Information on it.
Go to
so
AniWave.
long. There's not even a poster on it.
Wait, hold up.
On the website. It's like it doesn't exist. I don't know what's going on. I'm pretty sure based on the fact that they finished JJK0 in 4 months, Maybe there's a chance the whole frickin' movie's done. Just release it. But there seems to be issues going on behind the scenes that are preventing it. Maybe I'll make a video on that. I don't know. Depends on how well this video is doing, but...
This is completely off topic, but I was actually watching the trailer earlier to get the footage, and like, the composer didn't fuck around. He knew what he was doing. He did that shit so well. It sounds so good. Just, you can hear like 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Honestly, if they do release that movie, that's like waking up a sleeping giant, because the Yuri on Ice fandom is insane. They're ready to friggin' not literally anything Yuri on Ice related. Yeah, when that comes out, that's definitely gonna be huge. I mean, that being said, if they haven't actually animated Ice Adolescence at all,
I guess so.
Never mind. So many projects going on. And even worse, I'm worried that the anime industry is starting to focus on AI. Like, by not paying animators what they're worth and overworking them, studios can save money. But another way they can do so is by replacing these artist roles with AI that scrapes the art of real art.
I told you. That AI shit, I told you.
Is by replacing these artist roles with AI that scrapes the art of real artists. You hear the excuse of, oh, there's a labor shortage, and I say to that...
See, now that's some bullshit.
Like this article by Matthew Magnus Lundin states, the labor shortage cited as the excuse to use AI is based on the false assumption that there aren't enough people who want to work in anime.
Cap. That's bullshit. There are people that wants to work on it. Y'all just don't want to pay them. That's what it is.
People saying to watch on official sites don't know barely any of that money goes back to the studios. Usually the best way to support is through physical media like Blu-ray, which is rarely profitable internationally compared to Japan, and some types of merch which still the profits get split up multiple ways. Trigger does have a Patreon too.
So if I buy physical anime, you know what? I might do that shit, bro. There might be a sale on Best Buy. I'm gonna check on Best Buy if they got anything like Chainsaw Man. I'm gonna try to see if there's any like anime that I could buy. I'm gonna have to check. I might check actually after this video.
There's so many freaking animators that want to work in the industry. The industry just doesn't want to pay them anything.
Yup, they don't want to pay them.
The studio already used it in a short, and I've been told it's already being used in EDs. I'm concerned about how it's slowly seeping into the industry, because let's be frank, we all know the majority of companies don't give...
Nah, I need to find that. Somebody used AI already to make an ED? I gotta see that shit. Somebody gotta show it to me.
Give a shit about the artists, or the art. They just care about profit. End of story. Back to MAPPA. As of right now, they haven't released Ice Adolescence.
You said, oh yeah, the One Piece remake might be AI. Cap. Toei would never do some dumb shit like that. Do you know if Toei does some shit like that? Isn't that the company Toei? Toei Animation? If they did some shit like that, they're fucked. It's not Toei, it's Cloverworks. Bro. They would not do that with One Piece. AI? Do you know how the internet will cook them? They will review bomb the shit out of their shit.
Since they're still overworking their animators, they have, you know, Vinland Saga, they got One Punch Man probably coming out, they got so much.
Yo, I still gotta finish season 2. One Punch Man looking crazy. Also, One Punch Man beating Goku.
And I don't see it really stopping. And it's scary. You know, I wouldn't be upset if they treated animators and workers fairly, but they're not. How they're going about things is crazy. I don't know how it's still going on. It's been going on in the anime industry for decades. And I can't really even see it changing anytime soon. So, if anything, I hope this video is able to open the eyes of people that didn't know this was happening. I hope this video was as informative for you as it was informative for me making it. So, yeah. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, bro. Excellent video. I know I took a long time to watch it, but very well done. Shout out to him. Shout out to the person who also edited his video. That was beautiful. Good video. Damn, chat, I might have to end stream, bro. We've been streaming for 8 hours. This is what I literally put on the title, short stream. Wasn't a fucking short stream. This is 8 fucking hours. It's 12 o'clock. Bro. Very well done, bro. I don't know where to go. Da-da-da!